that Arua city needs in terms of, relating it to the current budget you have had 2024-25 and 2025-26. Let's start with the budget and what would be your needs.
Thank you. My name is Wadri Nyakua. I'm the mayor of Arua city. I'm extremely happy that the head of the state and also the NRM presidential candidate, flag bearer, General Museveni is visiting. We are mobilizing very massively to wait for him, and ready to attend to him on Monday. On the issues of budget, our budget is growing steadily because the previous financial year we were at 48 billion, and out of the 48 billion, the local revenue was about 4 billion. But this time, this year's budget running is this year financial year running has a budget of 54 billion, and out of the 54 billion, our budget for local revenue is now at 6.5 billion. Actually, 6.5 billion is the one we have collected already. We have collected 6.5 billion. But as a matter of fact, the bulk of that money goes in for wage, and the central government remittances, most of it goes for wage and gratuity and pensions, and also the conditional grants which go for roads, because you are aware we receive 1 billion for roads every financial year. These are some of the big challenges. In the road sector, our biggest challenge has been that we have been hiring road equipment from private entities. Sometimes we borrow from the neighboring local governments if they are busy with the equipment. Our roads are not attended to. But just 2 weeks ago, you're aware we invited the Minister of Local Government here to launch the brand new motor grader we bought from Caterpillar at a cost of 1.2 billion using local revenue. I think now our roads are going to work well. We're going to work on most of our roads which are bad, and it will have a bearing on the production by the city dwellers who want to take their things to the market. You are aware a lot of money has been sent down there to the communities under PDM, and serious farmers are in the production sector. They are cultivating cassava, they are cultivating vegetables, they are rearing pigs, and all those things need to be brought to the market. So if you have bad roads, it has a very bad bearing on the cycle of poverty. So generally, I want to say we think that our money, the funds we receive from central government, are not enough. But we are patient because government has very many other priorities. We entirely agree with the president on issues of economic transformation. We are busy mobilizing people to engage in local production so that people are able to have household income. And once that is done, our local revenue will go up as we wait for government to increase central government transfers for us. We have achieved a lot in terms of local revenue. As I have told you, we have bought a motor grader at 1.2 billion in an effort to combat garbage, solid waste in the city. We have purchased the 22-acre land at the Ulko here at 165 million, so that we can remove garbage completely away from the city center, and convert this garbage into wealth. As you are aware, we have partnered with the KFW. They are going to give us a grant of altogether 90 billion, but 12 billion of that is going to be used for putting a factory which will recycle garbage and convert garbage into manure, convert plastics into recycling, yeah? and that will bring a lot of employment for the youth, and also will bring income for the city, because we are going to sell the manure, though cheaply, to the farmers to produce more food crops. So it is going to be a very big boost. We have also bought land at Odamachako for a border market, the border with Congo, at 325 million shillings using local revenue. So we are on steady progress, really. I want to thank the President for directing the Ministry of Finance to introduce the policy of IRAs, because now we are not, our people are not collecting money directly by hand, and all the money is collected through the system. It is digitized, so leakages have been reduced a lot, and that's why you see our local revenue figures are going on. So the road sector has not been so good, because we have 550 kilometers of Maram Road. Much of this is in the annexed areas of Waivu. If you go there right now, the grader that I talked about is really working on it seriously, and we are going to do that continuously, and we shall do routine mechanized maintenance of these roads, and we are not going to have a big suffering as we have been having before. So we have also used a lot of local revenue in the education sector, especially to buy desks and to build some teachers' houses. We have built a semi-detached staff house at the Health Center 3 of Riki. Riki is the last end of the city on the eastern side. We have also installed solar on it. We have done a commendable job as far as local revenue is concerned. Also, in partnership with the European Union through Cities Alliance, we are making interventions in many schools. For example, in the Arua Primary School, we are going to put 8 classroom block storage with the accompanying desks and with the health sanitation facility both for girls and for boys. At the Arua Public SS, we are going to that will be the one for Arua Primary is about almost 800 million. The one for Arua Public Secondary School, we are going to refurbish the laboratory at 400 million, and they have it well equipped. At Onduparaka, we are going to put a 4 classroom block with the desks and the toilet facilities for both girls and boys. At Uchiba Primary School, we are also putting the same 4 classroom block and the accompanying desks for pupils to sit on, and also the sanitation facilities for both boys and girls. So we are on a very good track. Now, the current industrial action by teachers has kind of jeopardized the learning this term, but as a local politician, I don't want to delve into that because I am aware government is at high level negotiations with the teachers through their umbrella organization, UNATU. But you can be sure it has a bad effect. This being third term, this being the promotional term, we're going to have a lot of negative impacts on our children's performance, but I pray that the matter is resolved very fast. So in the health sector, we have done a lot of interventions. Together with the Ministry of Health, we are elevating Arua Health Center 3 now to the status of Health Center 4. And the maternity ward was conducted to the engineering brigade of UPDF. I want to thank the UPDF for their good job. The work is almost completed, awaiting for commissioning. And what we are going to do is acquire more land. We are negotiating for more land to put a general ward and doctors' houses and other stuff. We are going to construct a new general ward in Arua Health Center 4 because the current one is dilapidated and it needs a replacement. At that Health Center 4 itself, we have installed the body fridges. We have already there established a modern mortuary. Some people may be thinking why we have concentrated on that. At the moment, if someone dies here and maybe they want to preserve the body for more than 1 week, sometimes 1 week and so on, we go a long way, those people go a long way to maybe sometimes to Gulu. So we have brought these services now near here. We are going to fence Arua Health Center 3 using local revenue at a cost of I think 44 million. We have done a groundbreaking for the construction of Ontaparaka Market under UNCDF. So a lot of activities are going on using the resources that we have. And pensioners have been paid up to date. Salaries have been paid up to date. So, but you can be sure the expectation of the population of the city towards service delivery is big. So it is our hope that the transfers from central government increase amidst other priorities and challenges. That's our prayer. Now we will be requesting the president. You know, the city is big. Arua city is the biggest after Mbarara in terms of land area, but in terms of population, it is the biggest outside Kampala. We have 380,000 people. Out of this, the 25,000 of them are urban refugees who are dwelling in the city. So it affects our service delivery, but with the partners, with support from and guidance from the government, we are moving on steadily. So the city is big. Administration of it becomes a bit of a challenge, especially for the staff. For someone in Riki down there to access services must move up to Ontaparaka. So the other time when the city was being created, all the cities had 2 divisions. In the case of Arua, we have a central division, which consists of the former Oli and the Arua Hill divisions under the former Arua municipality. Then For the case of Waivu, all the former 7 sub-counties were collapsed to form one Waivu division. Now, I know this is already late, but I want to appeal to the President to, in future, create more divisions in the city so that the service delivery is taken near to the people in the spirit of actual decentralization. This decentralization is a brainchild of President Museveni. So he cannot be the same president to kill it. I'm only now reminding him that the demand is big on the ground. It may not be now. We appreciate the circumstances, but let him note it somewhere in his diary. In the future, when opportunity allows, let 3 more divisions be created in Aivu so that service delivery is brought very close to the people. The other thing is he had pledged to build a museum for the people of West Nile in Arua. This was during the function of celebrating West Nile at 100. You know, West Nile has now been part of Uganda for the last 11 years, let me say, 111 years, since they were transferred from Belgian Congo and now to the British Protectorate in 1914. So West Nile gathered, they celebrated the day here. It was appreciated by the President. He gave us, he pledged to build, among other things, a modern museum. This will go a long way in attracting tourists and preserving the cultures and traditions of the people of Arua City and West Nile. You are aware recently the World Tourism Day was commemorated here in Arua, and it attracted thousands of people. We want to thank the President because he delegated the Prime Minister of the Republic of Uganda, the Right Honorable Nabanja, Robina to officiate, and it was well attended. A lot of resources were attracted into the city. The night economy boosted, the food vendors, hoteliers, everybody was able to get some money. So we want to thank the President. So I would say one thing for identifying the city, the identity of the city really, let me in summary say it is the hospitality. The West Nile people generally, and the Arua city specifically, are very hospitable people. That's why people who are transferred from other parts of this country to work in Arua initially are hesitant to come to Arua city, but when they come here, they don't want to go back because they find staying here is enjoyable. The people are very outgoing, they are welcoming, and life goes on. So we are going to embark on tourism. It's a very serious thing. Previously we thought tourism was just a question of having physical features like rivers, lakes, animals, forests, and so on. But we have been told it is more than that, and I believe now it is more than that. Tourism is about communication, about packaging, about attracting people, and this is what our people are doing. So I want to thank especially the Minister of Tourism, Colonel Tob Butime, and his team of technical officers for doing a good job. Because these people were able to come here, they trained all hoteliers about the customer care, about how they should offer services to the people, to the customers, about how the hotel rooms should be dressed. So we are on very high gear now. Of course, the symbol for the city, as you are aware, is the leopard. The leopard is a very humble animal, if you don't look for its trouble. So this is briefly what I can say about this visit of the president. Otherwise, we are 100% prepared to receive him, not only to receive him, but also to deliver the votes. To deliver the votes of the president, because he is our president. As far as I know, there's no presidential candidate who is standing from West Nile. There's no political party which has been founded from West Nile. For us, we shall ensure we give him a minimum of 90% from Arua city, and other parts of West Nile really are going to vote for the president.
If you look at the population, the 380,000 people vis-a-vis the economic status, where do we lie? Are we doing well? Middle income? Are we poor? What's our situation in Arua city?
You know, poverty is relative, first of all. And the biggest problem we have that has created poverty is the mindset. There's a very negative mindset amongst especially the youth and also other cross sections of the people. But if I were to put in terms of percentage, the people who are slightly the national average, the national figures indicate that West Nile ranks number 2 after Karamoja. But now when you come down to the ground and when you look at the resources which government is putting in the community in terms of PDM, in terms of YLP, in terms of Myoga, in terms of web and so on, you find that the people who are rich or people who have moved a bit to the middle status, and a few could be beyond middle status income, could be up to, I don't have the correct figures, but it could be up to about 40%. I want to be honest. So it is our duty now to work on the rest, and we supplement on the efforts of the president to bring them to cover that gap.
If we look at the city in terms of what you have mentioned, development, what is the main vision of Arua city?
The vision of Arua city is to have a vibrant city that is inclusive of every people, and a city of opportunities. You can be agreeing with me that it really is a city of opportunities, because there are a lot of business opportunities, a lot of trade opportunities. Actually, Arua city is a hub of business in this area. Arua city is the capital city of this part of Eastern Congo. While for us, our capital city is Kampala. For this part of Eastern Congo, the Turi region, their capital city is Arua. So a lot of business opportunities, a lot of trade opportunities are hatched here. South Sudanese, Congolese, and the indigenous people, even some people come from Central Africa and so on, and they are all doing business here. It is a transit route, it is a business hub, and you can see even the night economy is boosting a lot. If you come here at night, you find, because the street lights are there, the clubs, the hotels, and all those places are booming a lot, and people pour in big numbers and bring in a lot of money, which they live in the city.
If you're to demand for more funding for Arua City, which would be your priority areas?
We would want to do more roads. More roads would really require that more roads be tarmacked. Because if you look at places like Ontoparaka, if you look at places like Ochiba, Wadri, and so on, all those need to be tarmacked in order to attract more investments. Number two, we would request for money for more urban planning. More urban planning. When I talk about urban planning, I mean physical development planning. We need to have a planning which is guided by, we need to have development rather which is guided by plans. And that plan, we thank His Excellency the President of Uganda and the Ministry of Lands. Arua has already acquired the physical development plan. The whole of the city has already been planned, but we do not have the money for now the detailed planning, and that is expensive, and really this is where we require the big hand of government so that we can do more roads, we can open those roads which were planned, we can guide people, we can put in infrastructure. And then the other thing I would require that the government should help us do is extend power now to the rural areas, to the beneficiary points, the health centers, the schools, the small trading centers, so that if someone sits down there, they are nippy in the East Ivory Division, someone should be able to do welding, someone should be able to cool juice in the fridges, people should be able to do saloon business and so on. All this is tagged onto power. We need to have power in schools for pupils to study. We need to have health centers lit, and so if that is done, it will really go into a long way in empowering our people.
Portrays the face of Arua City. To what level would you say has been the development of road infrastructure in the central business area that has made the city look better?
We require that we finish the remaining roads of Central Division here, then we go to those ones of Waivu, because the ones of Waivu are we have very long kilometers, but these ones here remaining in the Central Division are short roads. A great deal has already been covered. We thank the President, we thank the Ministry of Lands and the UCMID. We have been tarmacked and they are well tarmacked, but we still have major roads like the Wadri road which needs to be done, like the Uchibombachi road, like Arua Hill Muni Water road. So all those really need to be done so that it can increase the volume of trade in those areas. Even this road to Ontoparaka